I know this movie is several years old already, but I recently downloaded a lot of my older TikTok videos, much like a lot of other people did before the app was banned. And I know the app is still technically working for now, but I realized that there were a few reviews that I posted on that platform that I never even posted on YouTube. And I'd like to share those videos here now because I do like having a catalog of the things that I have reviewed, which may sound weird to some people, but I do sometimes go back to listen to my old thoughts. So here are my thoughts on the Captain Marvel sequel, The Marvels, as they were originally presented back in 2023. I got the chance to watch The Marvels before it totally bombed at the box office, and while I am a fan of the MCU at large, even having enjoyed some of their more recent films, I have to admit that I found this movie to be an absolute mess. And I mean, I'm happy for the fans who were able to enjoy the lighthearted and breezy nature of the film, but I personally found the movie to be a complete train wreck. The story was generic, the characterizations were fairly weak, the comedy was unfunny, and the visual effects were awful. And even though the three leads had decent chemistry together, with Iman Vellani delivering the best performance here, their dynamic wasn't enough to save the film, because the movie itself had nothing of value to offer. I know Nia DaCosta is a relatively young filmmaker, so it's hard to make out what her distinct directorial voice is this early in her career, but there is no way that she directed this movie, because The Marvels was clearly made by a corporate committee who somehow managed to chop up and butcher their product in post-production, or at least that's what it feels like. This movie is a sloppy and unfinished product. So The Marvels would unfortunately not get a recommendation from me. But if you want to hear my expanded thoughts on the movie, you can hear me discuss the film even further on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. You can also subscribe to my YouTube channel or follow me here on TikTok and Instagram. But as always, thanks for watching. Man, Marvel is lucky that Deadpool and Wolverine turned out to be a huge financial and critical success, because the same way that I felt about the Marvels back then is the same way that I feel about Captain America: Brave New World now. So if Deadpool and Wolverine didn't end up resonating with fans the way that it did, I think Marvel would actually be in a lot more trouble than they actually are. But I'm still looking forward to seeing Thunderbolts and Fantastic Four: The First Steps, so hopefully Marvel has finally found their footing after the past few years. And hopefully the same thing can be said for Nia DaCosta, since I'm also looking forward to seeing 28 years later The Bone Temple. But I appreciate anyone who took the time to hear my thoughts in this video, so as always, thanks for watching.